Catholic Fighting Irish. We're in Ozark, Missouri at U.S. Ball Field on a not so beautiful day. Temperatures in the low to mid 40s. Leading off the game is Wyatt Vincent for the Eagles. Counts 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 pitch is fouled out of play. It's going to run the count to 3-2. Wyatt's followed by Ryland Michelle and Caden Cloud. 3-2 pitch to Wyatt is a curveball for a strike 3. Tough pitch on 3-2. Brings up Ryland Michelle. There's one out, top of the first inning. I'd say it's a beautiful day outside for baseball, but it's really not. I'm not sure what this weather's great for, but it's awfully cold. Wind chills in the 30s. First pitch to Ryland is swung on and missed. And the 0-1 pitch goes to the backstop. Pitcher for Catholic is Ben Smith, who is headed to Mizzou to play baseball next year. And the 1-1 pitch swung and fouled out of play. Sparse crowd here, as you can imagine. State rankings haven't come out yet, but when they do, these two will more than likely be in the top 10 of the state, 2 of the better teams in the area. The 1-ball, 2-strike pitch is on his way, and it's going to be taken just down and away to run the count to 2-2. Jordan Burns is getting all set up here. You've got the B string tonight, unfortunately for you. The 2-2 pitch to Ryland is taken for a strike. It's 2 batters and 2 strikeouts. The A team is not here tonight. So, unfortunately for you, you're stuck with us. Brings up Caden Cloud with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch to Caden. The ball outside. Eagles are coming off an extra inning win last night over Greenbrier, Arkansas. Caden hit a home run last night in left center. The 1-0 pitch is taken down the middle for a ball. It looked like a strike anyway, but counts 1-1, 2-0. 2-0 with 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the first. Next pitch is up and in. And the 3-0 pitch is on its way, and it's taken for a strike. Tony Hill is the umpire behind the plate. I don't know who's in the field, but
we had Tony Hill last night too, didn't we?
And the first game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. And the first game.
3-1 pitch is taken outside for a 2-out walk. It's going to bring up Jack Edwards, who's doing the catching today for the Eagles. Boy, it's awfully windy outside too. Not only is it cold, it's brutal.
Still misting. That misty nastiness too.
Fans that are here are the true fans. I'm telling you that right now.
I thought this stuff was supposed to clear up about 2, but it's still just a
Drizzle
lingering around.
First pitch to Jack is on its way. Takes a healthy hack. Comes up with nothing but a strike on that one. See if Caden can't. I keep saying Caden Cloud, and I keep saying it wrong. See if he can't get second base here, steal a base or something here, and he's wanting to go. He is really leaning.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not running. The ball's fly down the right field line. That is going to get out of play. Actually, there's not a fence there no more.
No, just a white line. Yeah,
it's a white line
on both sides.
Mm-hmm. It's going to make the count no balls and 2 strikes.
I've also noticed they got the flagpole over there with padding on it, but it's not padded on the right side, I feel like.
Yeah, it's on the opposite side. The 0-1 pitch is taken high for a ball. It's true. If you run into that, it's
At least there's padding there, but just not on the side you need it to be.
Just run on the correct side. On deck is Tanner Grant. He's got 2 outs. Caden Cloud at first base, and 1-2 pitch to Jack is on the way. He is running, and he is going to steal. He's going to slide. Could have been standing. Catcher just dropped the ball. So Jack can find a hole here. Put the Eagles on top early. I think it's cold now. Wait till that JV game.
Oh, yeah. I can feel a little draft right here at the window.
We better not complain too
That's
much.
right.
We're inside.
It's all right. Most of our viewers are probably inside, too.
True. And 2-2 pitch to Jack. He's taking high for a ball. Runs a count to 3-2. If nothing else, kind of getting his pitch count up just a tad, considering the first 2 batters went down quickly. And the next pitch is on the way, and it's going to be lined out of play once again. So Jack can't find a hole here. The center fielder's playing to the right side. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and it's fouled out of play again. Boy, the center fielder's way over to right field. Mm-hmm. If he could pull one down left field line.
Tough to get the runner in from second.
Yeah. Well, how many foul balls that is out of play, but they just gave the umpire a whole pile of baseballs. Remember when we were kids, if you'd take the foul ball to the concession stand, you'd get a piece of gum.
That's right. Wonder if they do that here.
Oh, no. There's no fans that get a ball.
That's true.
Here comes a 3-2 pitch to Jack. It's taken in the dirt. I say dirt, turf, for ball 4.
Dirt turf.
Yep. So it's another walk. It's going to bring in Tanner Grant now with 2 on and 2 outs in the first inning. See if we can't get something across here. We've got a courtesy runner, and I cannot see the number.
Number 1.
Be Josiah Jenkins running for Jack. Here's a first pitch. It's on the way, and it's taken for a strike to Tanner Grant. You know, guys, especially with the type of stuff that we're going to see here today, if he can get that first pitch over for a strike, it makes it pretty tough to come back and get something good to hit. He's not going to give you much. The 0-1 pitch is on the way, and it's going to be fouled out of play. Boy, if you were sitting down that right field line, that's about 7
You
or
have
8.
almost a bucket.
It's unbelievable. Nice to have U.S. ball field access because we would not be playing tonight with all the rain we got.
Nope.
The 0-2 pitch is on the way, and it is taken high for a ball. Threw back behind runner at first, nothing doing there. Well, they're playing us way around the right field again. I know he throws pretty hard, but the 1-2 pitch. Curveball's taken inside to run it to 2-2. He's got himself back in the count. Well, the shortstop's playing way up the middle, too. Put something on the left side. 2-2 pitch is taken for a ball. It's going to run the count to full with 2 outs. Runners are going to be going here on the pitch. If he can find something in the gap, we'll score 2 for sure with the speed. Still say at some point somebody's got to hit one that left center gap.
Yep.
Even I can maybe get a double. And the 3-2 pitch is on the way, and the runners are going. And it's swung on and missed. He ended up striking out the side, walking a couple after the top of the first inning, no score. All right, here we go to the bottom of the first inning. Catholic's going to lead off with the center fielder, Ben Reuter, followed by the pitcher, Ben Smith, and Coleman Morrison. No score in the bottom of the first inning. On the mound for the Eagles is Jackson Gamble. And the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled straight back. Next pitch is fouled out of play, not out of way. That would make no sense.
That's all right.
You watching the World Baseball Classic?
I have not watched much of it.
No?
I wish I could.
Championship tonight.
Yeah?
Yep.
U.S. and
Japan.
Japan.
Which Edmund and
yeah, that's right.
Edmund plays on that, and Newt Bar. The 2-2 pitch is swung on the ground to third. Mabe fields it and short hopped it, but good play by the first baseman. I can't already tell that is at third. Luckily, they have numbers because his face is completely covered.
Yeah.
It's so cold.
Yeah, he's got basically some eyeballs. We hope there's eyeballs in there anyway. Yeah, he's got the full face mask there.
This brings in the Mizzou signee pitcher, Ben Smith. First pitch is swung on and missed. I'm so conflicted on the World Baseball Classic. and whether I think they should be playing or not. Because if I'm an owner of one of those teams
Yep.
and they get hurt like the Mets closer,
Yep.
I don't know. I was talking to the baseball guru, Jeremy McCoy.
Oh.
He's a baseball legend. Did you know that?
Yeah, I know. I've seen his
He
picture.
told me.
Yep.
I told him he's the 15th best player Nixa has ever had. He
Yep.
don't like that, though.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure he can make our team this year.
I was going to say, we need to move that. We need to make that like 30. Is he still his picture in the trophy case?
Yes.
We need to see if we can.
He also put it in the he put his picture in the football trophy case, and no one even knows it's there.
That's awesome.
It's a little bitty picture.
Yeah.
He put it there, like, last year.
I'm going to Photoshop and stick a picture in his baseball one then.
You'll see next time you go in there.
Yep.
Go down the P hallway, check it out.
Yep, I will.
All right, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ben Smith with 1 out, no one on. Pitch is taken outside for a ball. Now, I was talking with our administrator, Matt McMillan, today, because I know he's listening about soccer rules. And the only rule that I somewhat understand is offsides. And then if it goes in
That's
the goal,
impressive.
then if
That's
it goes
one
in the goal, that's good.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't know much else.
Yep.
I'm still confused on, like, if you get bumped, you just fall down, and then it's like a card or something, and then you act like you're dying.
It can be, yeah. It can be, yeah. It's funny now that they've got VAR or
Okay.
That's
What's
basically instant replay for soccer.
Oh.
It's virtual assistant referee is what it stands for. They've done a lot of the like faking. If someone falls down, they'll card them. They'll go back and watch it, and then they can either get
How
rid
do you
of
know
the
if they're
card.
really hurt or not?
Well, they'll just watch it and see. It's not whether they're hurt or not. It's whether they faked falling down or if they actually got hit.
The 3-2 pitch is grounded to third. Mabiz got it. Throws a strike to second base. It's going to be 2 outs. It's going to bring in first baseman Coleman Morrison.
There was a game the other day that the guy falls down. They thinks it's fake, that he's just flopping, so he gets a card. They go back and watch it and realize it was an actual foul, so they award a penalty kick and get rid of the yellow card that they got given.
Really?
It happens again later in the game. He gets another yellow card for flopping. They go watch it and realize that it's not a flop, and he gets another penalty. I'm just like, what in the world?
I've never
So, yeah, I'd never seen it before. It just popped up on my story or feed the other day.
I think Coach Palmer hates doing summer school with me because I quiz him all the time. I don't understand.
Hey, it's impressive that you know offside.
Well,
That's what most people don't.
Well, basically, and it just you can't be ahead of the last defender or something like that.
When it's kicked, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's just like cherry picking
It's the
basketball.
second to last defender, so you got to include the goalie because the goalie
he
could
don't
technically
count.
be in front.
Yeah, the defenders without the goal.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I know that a corner kick is a lot of times when they score.
It can be, yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime a set piece, that's usually a big time to
A set
score
piece, is that what that's called?
When there's a foul, yeah, and it's just set. Yeah, that's what that's called. I'll help you out.
1 ball, 2 strike pitch is going to be grounded foul to Maeve. I was going to say Maeve is going to set a record. It's been held by thousands of people and make all 3 outs in 1 inning.
There you go.
But it didn't happen. So I don't know. And then volleyball, I used to think when I first started teaching that you just rotated like in PE.
Yeah.
I didn't know that there was actually, like, really, I didn't know. Jerry Schneider, when I was at Stratford, he was a volleyball coach, told me all about it.
Yeah.
The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. That's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for the Eagles. After 1 inning, we've got no score. Leading off for Nixa in the top half of the second inning is going to be Oaf, who is the DH for today. He had the walk-off hit last night. About hit it out. Got over center field's head. And Coach Nimmo, it's an error. Grounded it to him, and he had it and dropped it. Man. I think his fielding percentage was 1,000 before that one. He's made some good plays so far this year.
Yep.
And the open pitch. It's called a strike two. So the baseball guru, Jeremy McCoy, he says World Baseball Classic is awesome. But this is coming from a Royals fan who has no players in it, and this is literally their World Series.
Yep.
I say we've got too many Cardinals playing.
Yep.
One of them gets hurt, then what? I think if you're the owner of the team, I'm not sure you should have to pay him.
That's right.
Well,
you got Arenado, right? He got hit the other day.
Yeah. I mean, it's one thing to get hurt in spring training when you're with your team.
Yep.
They're out there, playing around with their friends in this World Baseball Classic, and 2-2 pitch is taken away for ball three.
I didn't realize McCoy was a Royals fan.
You didn't?
Nope, didn't.
Big Royals fan.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
I don't know. I would tell him to text me 5 players on the team, but he would just Google it.
Yeah.
So, because I'm not sure even the truest fans. The 3-2 pitch, and the umpire's going to say he went around and checked swings to be the first out of the inning. That is his 4th strikeout. All 4 outs have been recorded by strikeouts. Going to bring in third baseman Broden Mabe. It is, if you haven't seen it, actually is something. I mean, they sell out at that.
Oh, yeah.
Those games is crazy.
Yeah.
They play tonight. Probably turn it on. Just hoping none of my Cardinals get hurt.
Yep. Kind of like the XFL, though. I was really surprised the turnout's been and the TV viewership for it. I've been impressed.
St. Louis, they're not sellout or something. 38 or 40,000
something
or
crazy.
something.
Yeah, the Battlehawks.
That's something.
Kids tell me they're pretty good, though. I've not really watched it.
2-0 pitch to Mabe is swung on and missed. It's going to run the count to 2-1. Smith has a lot of strikeouts. He's thrown a lot of pitches so far. A lot of 3-ball, 2-strike counts. Next pitch is going to be swung on and missed. It's going to run the count to 2-2.
He's kind of, for the most part, had that first pitch strike, though, like you talked about, and still got a full count.
Yeah. I don't know if sometimes you start nibbling a little bit. 2-2 pitch. It's going to be grounded foul. I'm here, Greg Maddox. A lot of times when you get to 0-2, you see pitchers, catcher will set up a 1.5 outside. Greg Maddox will say, well, I don't want to waste a pitch. just going to keep throwing strikes.
Yep.
He also threw a 78-pitch, 9-inning complete game.
That's impressive.
That's a fact.
Yep, that's impressive.
I say a fact that maybe it was 79 or 78. It was in that range. Can't imagine that now.
We can let the baseball guru let us know, I'm sure.
3-ball, 2-strike pitch is going to be taken for another strikeout. Of the 5 putouts, all 5 been strikeouts. The guru, he does need to text me and let me know. It was something like that. It was like, I think it's 78, but he may tell me different.
Yep.
Brings in Colin Usser. He's going to be the second baseman with 2 outs, nobody on. Just put the first 2 down with strikeouts. What do we think our Cardinals this year?
I feel like we should be pretty decent. I don't know that we're going to be just all-stars necessarily, but
I think we're just good enough to win our terrible division again.
I would agree. Yep, I would agree.
I think the owner hopes to catch lightning in a bottle like they did in 06 and 11.
Yeah.
It's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike now. There's 2 outs and nobody on. See if we can't put the ball in play.
Have you been to spring training ever?
I haven't. Have you?
Nope, I haven't. I want to take my dad sometime here.
I was talking
next few years.
Talking to one of our coaches about that yesterday. He said it's fun. Everybody says the best part's going to watch them practice.
Yeah, I bet.
Because in the games, know half the players.
Yep.
Or that, their studs may get one at bat.
Yep.
But they said going back there and watching practice is Pretty awesome.
I imagine.
3 balls and 1 strike with 2 outs and nobody on is going to be taken for another strike to run the count to 3-2. Once again, those guys are unbelievable how good they are.
Mm-hmm.
They make those plays look so easy a lot of times, and they're not.
Nope.
You know, at some point, if you don't put the ball in play. Did you see that college game the other day, all those bunts in that 1 inning? You got to YouTube it.
Really?
You won't believe it. They scored, I think it was 8 runs and never hit a ball in the infield.
Oh, my.
You got to see it.
Did you see all the water go off the net right there? If you're in the front row, you just got soaked.
Three ball, 2 strike pitch and 2 outs. It's taken in the dirt for a walk.
Up next, second baseman, number 5, Colin Tucker.
Is that our third base runner with 2 outs?
I think you're right.
I think first inning we had 2 outs before we got anybody on base as well. Yeah, because the first 2 were strikeouts, right?
Yep. This is going to bring you Colin Esri. What I wrote down, I was a little off there.
Soccer. Well, if you were tuning in to watch the soccer game on the other YouTube channel, it's going to start a little late, it sounds like, because there's no officials. How about that?
So they're just running late?
I guess. I don't know. Probably didn't want to get out in the cold. Should have brought you out there to that game, you know what? Since you're a
I'm out on that.
soccer official guru.
Yeah. The 0-2 pitch to Esri's in the dirt. And the 1-2 pitch is on the way, and it is going to be fouled out of play. I'll tell you, we fouled a lot of balls off. Not put one in play yet, but. And the 1-2 pitch is also taken in the dirt. It's going to run the count to 2-2. That's going to be another strikeout looking. That's where he's going to go down. That's going to be all 6 outs. 6 of them are strikeouts. We're going to go to the bottom of the second inning, no score. Leading off for the Catholic Irish is number 25, the catcher Logan Ripper. And the first pitch is going to be taken for a ball.
There you go, 78 pitches.
I was right. It was 78 pitches. My wife says I can't remember to take out the trash, but I remember useless knowledge. I don't know why I remember that. It's so weird. She's listened to the game, so.
What day's trash day?
It's Fridays, but
Friday?
last Friday we're laying there literally at like 4 a.m. or whatever. She leans over and says, "It's trash day." I had to get my clothes. I'm serious. I've got trash cans going down there at, I don't know, it's like 4:30 in the morning.
What time's it come by?
Well, not that early, but she just happened to wake up.
Oh, yeah.
Next pitch is going to be fly to right field, and that's going to be the first out of the inning.
Up next, shortstop number 11, Jack.
It's going to bring in shortstop. Not sure if it's pronounced Shone or Shane.
No official show. All three confirmed yesterday.
First pitch is going to be called a ball. And the second pitch is on the way. It's taken for a strike. You know, the not pitch count, the timing to throw a pitch this year. It's going to be interesting to see what it does in Major League Baseball.
Yep.
Probably speed up the games a little. Next pitch is going to be bunted. It's going to be right back to the pitcher. It's going to throw. It's going to be dropped at first base. Wasn't a perfect throw, but I'd say that's going to be E3.
Yep, there it is right there. E3.
It's going to bring in. Frick's going to bring in third baseman Hans Kaiser now with one out. First base runner for Catholic. Yeah, it was bunted right back to the pitcher. It was a perfect throw, but I'd say that it's one that Tanner would tell you he would normally catch. He's got a pretty good sized lead at first base, too.
Oh, the officials magically appeared.
They're there.
They're there.
Are there?
Yep.
Trying to call two of them and text all three of them responded.
Yep, they're getting ready to get started.
So your administrator said they're there.
First pitch is a strike, and here comes the second one, 0-1, and they're going to check on the runner at first. Slides back in safely. Can't really tell which way the wind's blowing because the flags they're wet and they're kind of just
Stuck.
yeah, they're stuck against the pole. And the 0-1 pitch is going to be taken for a strike. It's going to run the count to no balls and two strikes. Kathleen was not thrilled about that call. I personally thought it was a great call.
That's right.
Next pitch is going to be taken away. You know, the baseball team lost several seniors last year, but they've got a lot
There's
of.
8 of them, right?
There was a bunch.
7 or
They're
8?
like our basketball team. We had 9.
Yep.
The 1-2 pitch is just taking a little bit high to run the count to 2-2. But, yeah, they lost a lot of seniors, but there's a lot of really good kids back. The freshman team had a really good season last year. The JV was good, but still a lot of the lineup's still around. Lost a lot of pitchers.
Yep.
And the next pitch is going to be grounded to second baseman slowly. He's only going to have one play, and that's going to be the first base for the out. So that's going to put a runner in scoring position for Catholic now with 2 outs here at the bottom of the second.
Up next, second baseman number 16, Nick Ruder.
It's going to bring up second baseman Nick Reuter. Sure he's going to look to get Catholic out on top here. Playing pretty shallow in the outfield. First pitch is taken for a ball. I tell you, it did take a pretty good poke to hit one out of here today. The wind,
Yep.
ball's not going to travel very well with this cold weather.
That's a high fence we have out there.
Yeah.
Did you ever come to the Mountain Duck games while I was
I
here?
did.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I came one time and
Oh,
stayed
just one
all of
time?
about 2 innings.
Yeah.
Next pitch is taken for a strike. Yeah, I did not stay very long.
That's funny.
It was the inaugural season. It was probably one of their first 10 or 15 games.
Yep.
It's nice to have the stadium for, I think Drury uses it and a lot of the high schools.
BBC, are they the Patriots? They
Yeah.
use it as well? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of games. Anytime you're driving on 65, it seems like these lights are on and Somebody's out in the parking lot.
Coach Hughes' family's here. They're troopers. There's his wife and kids.
Yeah.
You tell them to come up here. And the 1-2 pitch is on the way, and it's going to be grounded to May, but it's just going to be called foul. He went in, threw the ball to first just to play it safe, but it was just foul. It's really the only thing he can do is just play it.
Yep. Just good to know he can see over there at third base.
Did you umpire baseball?
Mm-mm. I did not
Never?
do that. Mm-mm.
I don't know how many years I umpired. It's a lot.
I did, I guess, on like the elementary field. Every once in a while I get back there. Act like I knew what I was doing. We'd rotate people through.
1-ball, 2-strike pitch is coming, and he's going to third. He's going to make it in there safely. So Catholic's going to have a runner third now with 2 outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. And here's the 2-2 pitch. It's going to be swung off the, was that the catcher or the umpire's face mask?
Don't know.
It hit one of them. I couldn't tell. Coach Hughes' cat-like quickness comes out of the dugout. Did you see that?
Yeah,
He probably
saw that.
pulled his hamstring.
Yeah, probably. Is a trainer here today? We'll let Coach Nemo take care of him. He's
Man,
probably
I'm
just
ready.
trying to stay warm, to be honest.
Oh, that's true.
Down in the dugout.
I'm so ready for some warm weather.
Yep.
And the 2-2 pitch. It's going to be taken just outside as the entire infield was heading to the first base dugout. I think it was a little out, honestly. I think they were more wishful thinking. It's going to run the count to 3-2. Still got a base open. You don't have to give in. This is number 7 hitter, Nick Reuter.
Gonna ask for new baseball.
Baseball change.
Umpire's gonna look at it, probably stick it back in his pocket, and he'll pitch with it here in a couple pitches.
I think we need to really get some people that tell us who's really better, Dr. Kelly or Jeremy McCoy. Because
that's
McCoy, 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. It's going to end the second inning. We're still scoreless going to the top of the third. There we go to the top of the third inning. No score. The Eagles are back to the top of the order with Wyatt Vincent. He was a strikeout victim his first at bat. The first pitch is a strike. I stepped outside just a second. That wind is brutal.
Yeah. Did you figure out which way it's blowing?
In my face.
All directions.
Yeah, it felt like it. Cold.
I'm really surprised they can let that video board flash through all that so many times. I know for Springfield Cardinals, we get in trouble for
What do you mean?
having anything flash in the middle of a pitch
Oh,
or during the.
yeah. Next pitch is also taken for strikes, and we're on the count to 1-2. What I was saying earlier, about to get to the point now, they literally bunted like 4 or 5 times in an inning, and and the next pitch is going to be grounded up the middle for a base hit. Thing is, they don't have to hit it very hard. That turf's it's gonna go through pretty quick.
Have you been down on that turf?
Yeah.
Is it just like a football turf?
Yes.
Pretty similar?
That's actually, I shouldn't say this because someone's going to say I'm dead wrong. I feel like it's fairly new in the last maybe 3 years or so.
Yeah, I think it's fairly new. I think
Let's go bring in Ryland Michelle here, see if Eagles want to do some bunting or running. The first pitch is going to be fouled out of play. Wyatt kind of shortened up his swing on that pitch just a little bit. It's almost like if you can get one on the ground, it's going to skip through. And the 0-1 pitch is taken in the dirt. That's a good block by the catcher.
In turf, you're not going to be able to slide quite as far as you would on the dirt either.
And the 1-1 pitch, he is going to check it. First base with Wyatt. Man, when you're just standing out in the outfield in games like this, miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a flag. Now it's can't tell if it's blowing in or blowing out to the left. Can you tell?
Looks like it's coming.
Next pitch is grounded to short.
Close to
6-4, and he's going to be safe at first. Be a fielder's choice. Ryland and Wyatt switch spots. Going to be one out now with shortstop Caden Cloud coming up. I'm telling you, the ball he hit yesterday. Were you there yesterday?
I was watching on the stream. I started there. But
man, it was one of those the center fielder took about 2 steps and just stopped. The first pitch to Caden is going to be a breaking ball for a strike. I'd like to see the Eagles do some running here. Third baseman's real deep. Then again, with Caden, you're probably not, but third baseman's deep. Ryland's got a healthy lead over there. The 1 pitch is going to be taken for a ball. So I got text from my dad asking if he thought the Royals were going to win the Grapefruit League. That's basically what the Royals fans have come down to. Every year it seems like the same thing. They light it up in spring training and win about 35 games.
Yep. They still seem to beat the Cardinals, though.
What?
You know, they had to.
You need to check that out again.
Right.
Look at about the last 10 years. Remember, I know useless stats, and that's just not true. People say that it's not true.
Like
they don't. Like just look.
That's blown in at us, by the way.
So it'd really take a ball to get one out, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you better have to skip it off the grass. The last few years they haven't beat us. I will say that. But
they beat them 2 out of 3 or better every time. And the 2-2 pitch is on the way. It's going to be swung on and missed. That is his 8th strikeout.
Mm-hmm.
Be 7th. Sorry, can't count. 2 outs. Jack Edwards at the plate. First pitch is going to be a ball. I'd like to see Ryland take off here with 2 outs. Next pitch is taking upstairs 2-0. Tell you what, Jack may just get something to drive right here. If he can put something in the gap, Ryland will score pretty easy. Left fielder's really deep, and right fielder's basically playing rover. Looks like a softball.
Yep.
He's shallow. 2-0 pitch is on the way, and it's in the dirt. It's going to be 3-0. I guess you say it's in the dirt if it's in turf.
Yeah, it would. It looks like dirt.
Yeah. 3-0, and I can bet you he's got the green light.
It's better than saying putting in the rubber, isn't it?
Oh, yep, he had a green light. Do you think if you win the Grapefruit League, you think you win a ring?
That's a good question. Probably one of those like fruit rings you know that you can nibble on, get as a kid. He went there.
And Ryland was still on the pitch, and it's going to be ball 4 anyway, so it's going to end up being first and second now with 2 outs.
Up next, first baseman number 16, Tanner Grant.
You know who is a huge Royals fan? Huge Royals fan. One of our ex-baseball coaches, Howard Greenwood.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I'm getting texts from Royals fans saying I better be careful about mouthing Greenwood's going to be mad at me.
Bench running for Nixa, number 1.
We have pitching change? Yes, we
Yes,
do.
we do.
Is that number?
Isn't it?
Well, I think.
Well,
Yeah, it looks like Coleman Morrison's going to go from first base to pitcher. I think that's 33, isn't it?
yeah, it was 33. Yeah, and that's why he went to bullpen or dugout. I mean, got rid of the first baseman's mitt.
Been first game of the year. Probably don't want to throw too many pitches.
Now pitching for Springfield athlete number 33, Coleman Morrison.
We'll be right back
Oh, man.
after take our warm-up tosses. All right, after the pitching change, we're back here. Coleman Morrison is coming in to pitch for Catholic. We've got 2 on and 2 out here for Tanner Grant. See if we can't get the first big hit of the game and get a run on the board here. And the first pitch from Coleman is going to be in the dirt. That's a good block by the catcher. That's
it
a
was.
tough one. The ball looked like it went about 56 feet.
Yeah, it wasn't. Didn't make it to the batter's box anyway.
The 1-0 pitch. It's going to be grounded right to the third baseman, and he is going to go to third for the easy out. That's a good play. That was close. It's going to end the inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the third, still no score. Going to the bottom of third inning. Brings in number 14, Cole Schoen, and the first pitch is going to be grounded to the second baseman for easy out. Now up is number 4, Curtis Lammers. It's going to be 1 out and no one on. Was a pitcher. That's what you're looking for there. If one pitch, 1 out, strikeouts are overrated. First pitch is taken outside for a ball. This pitch is taken down the middle for a strike. Next pitch is taken for a strike. It's going to run the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the next pitch is also taken for a strike. It's going to be 2 outs. Gets Catholic back to the top of the order. It's going to bring up Ben Reuter. His first plate appearance, grounded out to third. First pitch is taken for a ball. We can see our pitcher's shirt just moving in the wind. Yeah. I'm thinking Brode Mabe's got it figured out over there. You can't see his face at all. Shortstop's got a little bit of a mask. He's got glasses on top of his helmet, of his hat. You think that's just hopeful, wishful thinking?
Right. Yep.
They say it's supposed to be about 70 tomorrow. It's gonna be cloudy,
crazy?
But man, this is the first day of spring. Today or yesterday? I don't remember which day, but count's gonna be 3-1 here with 2 outs and nobody on.
Yeah, this time of year for spring sports, it's just pretty brutal some games.
Well, it could be 75 one day and 35 next.
Well, the first week of tryouts were awesome.
Yep. And next pitch is ball 4. It's going to be a 2-out walk. It's going to bring in Ben Smith. Honestly, I think he's, third now? Did we decide? They had so much movement. I can't see their numbers very well at the field. Well, anyway, Ben Smith is batting. He's somewhere out in the field.
He's third.
Third.
He's the one that made the diving play into third.
Yeah.
It's in the inning.
Yeah. So Catholic has 2-out walk. The first pitch is taken for a strike. Next pitch is also taken for a strike. Oh-2 pitch with 2 outs. The runner's going. It's fouled out of play. Oh-2, 1-2 pitch. I've always thought it's a good time to run because of 2 things. One, a lot of times you're throwing an off-speed pitch, which chance of being in the dirt, and 2, the batter's usually protecting the plate. So a lot of times he's swinging anyway. The 0-2 pitch is on the way, and it's going to be just barely taken outside. Once again, the entire infield was heading to the dugout.
Yep.
Runner 1-2 pitch is in the dirt, and runner is going to get there standing as he was still in second, like I just told you.
Yep.
There was your 1-2 pitch in the dirt. He stole that one pretty easy. So let's go put a runner in scoring position for Catholic now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Like I said, these are going to be 2 of the better teams in the area this year. I wish the weather was a little bit better for it, but I think you'd have a decent crowd. But The 2-2 pitch is on the way, and it's going to be lined into right field, right at the right field, and the ball's going to be caught for the third out. We're going to the top of the fourth with no score. Here we go to the top of the fourth inning, no score. Leading off for the Eagles is Oaf. He was a strikeout victim, his first plate appearance, and the first pitch is taken for a strike. Well, they got a lot of good pitchers.
Yes, they do.
This kid coming in throws pretty well, too. Might be the first team that can score wins.
Yeah, look at the wind of the batter's jersey there. Just blowing all over the place.
Those must be thin jerseys to move as much as they are.
They are thin. I actually had one. I was carrying one around today. I was trying to figure out whose it was. They sit on my desk.
And the 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed.
Up next, third baseman number 12,
Broden Mabe, third baseman, comes up to bat. He was struck out looking his first plate appearance.
Yeah, they're definitely not blocking any wind either.
No.
Those jerseys.
I'm telling you, bunt. Just start bunting.
Yep.
You've got to YouTube this.
Yep,
It
I
was,
will.
It was all over the place the last few days. But the first, they were down 8-6, I think, going that inning. And after that inning, it was up like 14-8 and didn't hit a ball in the infield. It was bunt after bunt after they kept throwing it away.
That's awesome.
There was a couple walks and there was a couple infield hits. It was crazy. Several pitching changes, and it's like they've never seen a bunt before. They just couldn't field it. They'd field it, they just couldn't throw it.
Yep.
One time they had like 3 guys at first base trying to receive it. It was crazy. Division I college baseball. Mabe takes a 2-0 pitch inside. It's going to run the count to 3-0. Let's say he's got the take sign here from guessing, see if we can't get a base runner. On deck is Ryan Buckner. And as Mike Shaney used to say, the 3-0 pitch is taken right down the central. 3-1. That was before the first inning when he knew still what was going on. Because after about the fourth,
Yep.
he 3-1 pitch is, I guess it caught the corner. It's going to run it to 3-2 here. It's going to be swung on and missed. It's going to be another strikeout.
Up next, right fielder number
First pitch to Ryan is taken outside. I should not say this. I said this last night. We ended up playing for almost 3 hours. But after about 4 innings, I said, man, this game's cruising along. And 3.5 hours later, they're all looking at me in disgust. But there's not a lot of scoring. That's what happens.
Yep.
Ouch. I caught the catcher's hand. Ball bounced in dirt. That would sting a little.
Yeah, because was it still 1-0 going in the fourth?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think so.
I think it was.
Yeah, there wasn't much scoring for a while.
Yep.
The 2-0 pitch, taking up high for a ball, 3-0. He come back on the last batter after being down 3-0 and struck him out. If I hadn't screwed this thing up so much, I could tell you how many strikeouts they have. I screwed it up. I think they've got, it's 8 or 9, but 3-0 pitches.
I'm trying to do the scoreboard over here, and I keep getting distracted. So we usually start the inning with 3 outs, in case you're wondering.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yep.
If they're batting, that's great.
Yeah, that's right.
Ground ball to third baseman. That's a good play. That's going to be out number 3. That's a good play by the third
great
baseman
play.
there. And that's going to end it again after 3.5 innings. Catholic coming to bat, still no score. Here we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. There's only 1 hit between both teams. 1 error in the game. The first batter here is now the pitcher, Coleman Morrison. He was a strikeout victim his first at bat. Next pitch is going to be grounded up the middle. Caden Cloud gets over to it, scoops and throws. That's a good play. It's going to be 1 out.
Up next, your pitcher, number 25, Logan Ripper.
Brings up the pitcher, Logan Ripper. I got text from the legend, Howard Greenwood, who's listened to the broadcast. And he says, go Royals.
Man,
Are there really that many Royals fans here?
I guess.
I always thought that was a myth. I think they just used to say that for fun.
Yep.
There's no way you're really a Royals fan, are you? There's no way. I mean, I love Coach Greenwood and all, but he's smarter than that. He likes to do that yoga and kayaking. And
Yep.
I don't know if he does anything anymore. He's umpiring a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll text me and tell me if he does any of those things anymore. 2-0 pitch is on the way with 1 out here. Taken for a strike. Well, he's opened up that outside zone just a little bit here. I think he's thinking it's freezing out here.
Yep. He still has a JV game after this.
Oh, yep. And the 2-1 pitch is going to be fouled out of play down the left side. If there's ever a night to play like 5 innings JV or start with a 3-ball 2-strike count, you get 1 pitch.
One pitch.
One
You better
pitch.
get
I know I
used
used
to
to play in softball tournaments, and it'd start with the 1-1 count.
Yep.
Oh, 2-2 pitches just taken outside. Riley Michelle was not even in position when he threw that ball. Our pitch was working so fast he never turned around. 3-2 pitch with one out is on the way. It's going to be swung on and fouled out of play. So if someone says you sound like Harry Carey when you do the game, is that good or bad?
That's a good question.
And a 3-ball 2-strike
Depends
count
on what
is
type
swung
of-
on and missed.
Who they're rooting for.
Number 11, Jack Shane.
Brings up Jack Shane now with 2 outs and nobody on. After last night's game, Tony Hill had our game. He deserves a quicker one because that first game was
Yeah,
like
that's right.
3 hours or whatever it was.
He was in the outfield for that one, though.
True. Yep. I think I'd just soon be behind the plate in a game like this.
That
Standing
second
out
game
there is
still-
brutal.
What? It took 2.5 hours, didn't it?
Yeah, they said they got done about
Yeah, it
10:30,
was about-
10:45.
Yeah, it was about- something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Because Brady Retone was PA in the game, and I told him to turn off the stream when it was over, and he, of course, forgot. Because I was getting ready to go to bed.
Next pitch is lined to center field. It's going to be right at Wyatt Vincent. And that's going to be another quick inning for the Eagles. After 4 innings, there's no score. All right, quickly going to the top of the 5th inning. The pitcher's duel. Now brings up second baseman Colin Ussery. Struck out the first time. You know, this game just proves how strikeouts are overrated. The Eagles have only struck out Catholic twice. 3 times. But he probably hasn't thrown 40 pitches.
Yep.
And know the Smith kid for Catholic, who's really good. He had like 8 strikeouts, but got his pitch count up. I know Dave Duncan used to pitching coach for the Cardinals. Always, I don't know if he's the first guy, but one of the first when you heard a lot of him talk about pitch to contact.
Yep.
Just keep the ball down. I mean, 3 ground balls are, better than strikeouts. Mm-hmm. If you can get a bird in counts. 2-ball, 1-strike pitch to Uster on the way, and it's going to be taken outside. Boy, it'd be nice to get a leadoff walk here. Mm-hmm. Coach usually needs to give him the home run sign.
That's right.
I don't think he's done that yet.
See the nice play he made?
Taken for a ball. I did. It's got a leadoff walk there. Wyatt struck out his first at bat. Ground ball base hit to second. Let's see if the Eagles want to do some running or hit and run or bunting. Maybe just some line drive baseball. Let's see what happens here on the first pitch. It's going to be taken down. Pitcher's hat came off on that one. I don't know if the wind knocked it off or if he knocked it off
It's the second
himself.
or third time that's happened.
For him?
Uh-huh. He's picked it off the ground a couple times.
Parker Bridges used to have that trouble a lot. I used to give him
Yeah.
a hard time. He would hit his hat a lot or he just wore a hat too big. I don't know. Next pitch is taken down in the dirt. It's going to be 2-0. See if the Eagles want to get some hit run action or something here on this 2-0 pitch. Wyatt should get something to hit here. And he's going to check it first.
It's just crazy to me to think that we're already in baseball season.
It's crazy.
I mean, it has flown by. Fall
2-0
sports flew
count.
by.
It's going to be in dirt, 3-0. I remember the first day of basketball practice this season, I told Coach Boyce, I said, seasons fly by. And I said, before you know it, we're going to be in the blue and gold. And I remember we were talking about that during the blue and gold. It's like, it just seemed like we started practice.
Yep.
It does. I remember the first day of tennis practice. And that's been 6-7 months ago or whatever it was, early August. Checks a runner again at first. Eagles, good situation here. 3-0 count. It's going to be taken for a strike. So I'm going to run it to 3-1. So Wyatt's still in a good situation here. Be curious to see if we do any running here on 3-1. I think he'd get something to hit. And the next pitch is taken outside for a ball. The Eagles are going to have 2 on and nobody out. And we're going to have a. Looks like the coach for Catholic's going to take a little stroll to the mound. That's back-to-back walks here. My prediction is we bunt right here. That's my prediction. I know we don't bunt a lot, but Ryland's got a lot of speed at the plate too. Got some good speed on the base paths. What do? You let him swing? What do you want to do here? Come on, you
I
gonna
don't
make
know
a
if I'd be
decision.
swinging at all the way he's pitching. I might just see if we can get bases loaded on walk.
Or you can look at the other way and say, the coach is telling him to throw a strike.
Yeah,
You
that's
may get
true.
something
Yeah.
hit on the first
You
pitch
might
right
get-
here.
yeah.
Tony Rooster used to always say that.
Yeah.
Anytime there was a mound visit, certain situations. We're at 2-3-4 here with 2 outs and nobody on. The top of the 5th, still no score. It's just 1 hit
Coach
for the
Hughes-
Eagles.
Coach Hughes still has his hands in his pocket, so there's no way it's a home run call.
Well, he just talked to him. Maybe he told
Oh,
him.
maybe.
Home run call.
All right, maybe.
All right, here we go. See if we can get something going here. I predict bunt. See if I'm right or wrong.
Let's see.
Usually means I'm wrong. The first pitch to Ryland.
There it
He is
is.
going to square and bunt. He pops it up, and it, fortunately, is going to go in the stands. See if we got the bunt on again here. No balls in 1 strike. I only said he'd be bunting the first one. I don't know about the second one. I guess we'll see. And he's swinging on this one. It's going to be taken in the dirt. And now the catcher wants to go out there and say, if you don't stop throwing the ball in the dirt, I'm tired of blocking because it hurts today.
That's exactly right.
I always feel bad that there's even one fan that had to pay to get in today. And just for being here, they should get some award. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Riley. Let's see if he's swinging or bunting. And he's going to bunt, and it is going to be taken outside for a ball. It's going to be 2-1. I kind of like the idea of bunting here, just on a day like today. Turf's a little damp.
Ball will be wet.
Yeah, third baseman's a little further back than I thought he'd be. If he could get one down there, he'd run it out. The 2-1 pitch is on the way, and he's going to bunt, and it's going to be a ball once again. It's going to be throw him back behind him at second. He's going to be back in time. It's a good throw from his
Yeah, it was
knees.
a real good throw.
It's where that skip
Yeah.
ball just stayed down. 3-1. I think I let him swing here on this one now. 3-1. 3-1 pitch now with 2 on and nobody out. He's on the way, and he's going to bunt again, and it's fouled back once again. It'll be 3-2 now. See if Coach Hughes wants to get real wild and crazy, and let's just send the runners here on 3-2. 3-2, no one out.
You're getting wild and crazy moving the mic.
Here's the pitch. It's going to be taken high for a ball. That's 3 straight walks. Catholic has nobody warming up in the bullpen.
Coach can come back out, though.
Oh, well. Of course, I guess that last kid came in and he didn't warm up.
He came out. Straight to first base. Yep, they're going to bring someone in.
Was he warming up down there? We didn't see it.
He wasn't warming up. Number 20.
That's interesting. Going to have another pitching change. We'll be right back right after the warm-up tosses. All right. After the pitching change here, we're still in the top of the 5th with Caden Cloud coming to bat after 3 straight walks. The Eagles have base loaded, nobody out. No score in the game. Nice to get on the board first here as well as we're pitching. And the first pitch to Caden Cloud is on the way, and it's to the backstop. It bounced straight back to the catcher. If he runs, that's a problem.
Yep.
It's concrete back there. You got to be careful. And the catcher goes out there and says, hey, listen, please don't do it again. I don't know, somebody said he was a freshman or sophomore pitching, so it might be his first varsity action.
Yeah, he does look young.
I mean, it is on the season because it's their first game.
Yep.
And the next pitch is on the way, and it's going to be a curveball for a strike. It's interesting.
That one looked good, too.
Yeah, I did. Can't say I'd been looking for that one. Caden's got to just put the ball in play here at least. Something on the ground will more than likely score a runner. The infield is – the corners are in, and second – that's going to be a fly ball to right field that should be caught, and it is caught in foul territory, and we're going to have a play at the plate, and he is going to be safe.
Oh, man.
He's going to put the Eagles on the board. They're going to peel at second, and he is going to be called safe at second. So it's going to end up being first and third now for the Eagles with 1 out. After the sack fly, it puts the Eagles on top 1-0.
Did you see him slide through home
Yes.
plate? He about slid to the backstop.
Brings up Jack Edwards now, first and third, one out. See if the Eagles want to do some running. So first or third action, see if we can't get him down to second. Tell you right now, there's one guy on this field that can hit one out in the end of the wind. It's this one right here. And he is running on the pitch, and they're going to throw down, and they're going to get him. That's going to be an out. That's a heck of a throw. It's a heck of a throw by the catcher. He almost paused running to second.
Yeah, I feel like he was watching so much that he wasn't. It did look like he maybe paused or something happened.
It's almost like he didn't think they were going to throw and kind of assumed it and almost let up. The next pitch is going to be grounded to the second baseman. Big high hop. He's going to stop and throw. And I tell you what, after that, Eagles had bases loaded, no one out. Going to be feeling pretty good if you're Catholic.
Yep.
Going to go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Nixa leading 1-0. Now batting for Catholic is Hans Kaiser, with the Eagles leading 1-0 in the bottom of the fifth. The first pitch is fouled off. He's at just at 54 pitches now through 4 innings and 1 pitch. Started this inning with 53. Like I said, he's only got 2 strikeouts.
That pitch looked good.
Yeah, it did. Counts 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch is going to be a curveball hit to Mabe at third base. Fields it and throws to first for an out. He's played a good third base today.
Mm-hmm. You might need to wear the mask all the time.
Yeah. He took one off the chest yesterday. Big play late in the game. They had got third with 2 outs and kept it in front. It's going to bring up Nick Reuter. It's only his second plate appearance. Boy, they're swinging.
Mm-hmm.
It's fouled off. Yeah, 1 pitch is taken outside for a ball. That's popped up on the infield, and looks like Mabe is going to come in and make the play. That's a good play into the wind like that. It's going to be 2 outs.
Looked like the wind about blew him too far under.
Uh-huh.
With it coming in from the outfield.
It's going to bring in Cole Shane. First pitch, a curveball for a strike. You can tell he's got a lot of confidence on the mound right now. Right fielder seems like he's a lot deeper in right than in left. Next pitch is also fouled off. Boy, they're swinging. I mean, that's probably why his pitch count's so low.
Mm-hmm.
And the 0-2 pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Jack's going to have to complete it by throwing to first, and that's 3 up and 3 down in about 8 or 9 pitches once again. We're going to go to the top of the 6th.
3 minutes.
With Nixa leading 1-0. Here we go to the top of the 6th with Nixa leading 1-0. Leading off is going to be first baseman Tanner Grant.
Ooh.
And that first pitch almost hit him, and that would really hurt.
Yes, it would.
Next pitch is taken on the inside corner for a strike. Runs the count to 1-1.
Ooh,
Said he
man.
went around.
I don't think he did.
Coach
either.
Hughes was not thrilled about that one. I don't blame him.
Nope.
It didn't even look like he'd hardly even tried to swing at.
Nope.
It's one you usually at least appeal.
That's what Hughes was saying.
Yeah.
That was about the same swing.
Yeah, it's going to run the count now on that ball to 2-2. I didn't think he even thought about swinging. But. And the next pitch is taken down, and I think there's your I don't want to say makeup call because I like umpires, but that's your makeup call. I'm just going to say it.
Yep.
3-2 pitch. Because that ball looked pretty good. It's going to be grounded foul.
See that ball just skip right there?
Yeah. She was an infielder. It'd be great not knowing back when we played, he might hit a rock.
Yeah.
Because most fields we play on rocks all over. You don't got to worry about that.
Yep.
You could stay down knowing it's going to stay down on
Did
you.
you have grass infields most places you played?
Oh, no.
All dirt. That's what I figured.
Coach Osborne's behind us. Did you play on grass infields?
A few.
A few?
A few.
Did they have grass back then?
It was real nice.
Real grass.
Played by real players.
It's going to be a leadoff walk. That brings in number 15, Oaf. He's got a couple strikeouts on the day. Let's see if we can't do some running. First pitch is taken high. I mean, this is the epitome of a pitcher's duel. There's not been even that many balls in play. Or at least
one
hit hard.
Yeah.
We've hit a few balls. They've hit several and played. Nothing very hard. Next pitch is a curveball. It's going to be taken down the middle for a ball.
Down the middle for a ball.
It's a Mike Shannonism.
That's exactly right.
It's going to be 2-0. It's going to be taken up. Going to run the count to 3-0. These two umpires we have actually are really good. Tony does a great job. A veteran for sure. Basketball and baseball. Does a great job.
Is
3-0.
Is that all he does? Does he do anything this fall?
I don't.
Does he do
I
fall baseball?
I feel like he may do a few softball, but
Yeah.
I'm not positive. Honestly, he does a great job. Most of the guys around here do pretty good. 3 balls and 1 strike now with no outs. It's going to be taken for a strike just on the outside part. It's going to run the count to 3-2.
It's not the first time you said that today.
And I'm going to tell you this right now. Coach Hughes was not real thrilled, and I'm going to say we're running here because I think he wanted to run on that last one. Let's just see. There he goes. And it's going to be taken inside. I told you I knew.
There you go.
Yeah. All right.
Up next, third baseman, number 12, Roden Mabe.
It's going to bring up Mabe. He's played a really good defensive third base today. Let's see if Eagles want to put on the bunt or what they want to do here. The walks have really got Catholic in trouble. Catholic has
They've been able to get out of it most of the time.
Yeah.
Just the one run.
And he's going to score around the bunt. It's fouled back. Eagles have been given 9 walks on the day, which is shocking to only have 1 run. Had bases loaded, no out last inning, just got the 1, but see if they can capitalize here. No balls and 1 strike. We'll see if Mabe is scoring around the bunt again.
Last couple innings, the only time they've.
He's going to bunt, and it's going to be a strike 2.
First few innings, it was 2 outs right off the bat, though, and then we'd get some walks.
Yeah.
This last inning was a little different.
The 0-2 pitch. It's on the way, and it's taken for a ball. They throw behind at second. No play there. Shortstop did a good job just keeping that ball in front. So Eagles have first and second. Nobody out. 1 ball, 2 strike count to Mabe. I can see him put something in play here on the ground. Next pitch is taken in the dirt. It's going to be 2-2. That shortstop's really playing or trying to keep that runner at second close, and there's a huge hole at shortstop.
Yeah, third baseman's not too far off the line.
I mean, there's a big old hole. You know, if a guy could ever bunt with 2 strikes, you could probably be about a 500 hitter.
Yeah, that's
Look
right.
where the third baseman and the shortstop are. You don't even have to be a good one. 2-2 is the count. And the pitch is swung on and missed. It's going to be a strikeout.
Up next, right fielder, number 21, Ryan Buckner.
Brings in Ryan Buckner. Now with 1 out, Eagles have some pitchers warming up in the bullpen. I don't know, Buckner, our pitcher's probably at 65 pitches maybe. So he's in pretty good shape. And the first pitch to Buckner is on the way, and it's going to be a strike. Next pitch is going to get by the catcher, and everybody's going to move up. So after all that bunt that we missed out on the last at bat ended up being pretty much the same thing now. We've got 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Now second and third for the Eagles. Just need to put the ball in play here. I'd say Catholic's going to come in on the infield. I'll be curious to see if the Eagles are going on contact or if the ball's got to get through. It's where you got to just put the ball in play and make Catholic make a play.
That's been harder than you think tonight, though, is get that ball in play.
The 1-1 pitch is taken for a strike on the inner half. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
I feel like the wind's picked up. Look at that jersey. It is just blowing. That or he's so skinny the jersey's not, it's too big on him, one of the two.
The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. It's going to bring up Ustery now, who has a strikeout and a walk. See if we can't get a 2-out base hit. Jack Buck used to always say, wild pitch, base hit, error, all kind of ways to get this runner in from third. Balk. First pitch is just taken outside. Wyatt Vincent's on deck, and I'm sure Catholic wants to go after this hitter right here.
Yep.
You don't want to have him up there with the bases loaded. See if Ustery can make him pay. Next pitch is in the dirt. It's going to run the count 2-0. You think he'd get something to hit right here. Tell you what, if Catholic gets out of this with no runs, they're living right because we've had guys all over the bases the last few innings. The 2-0 pitch to Ustery is on the way, and it's taken for a strike. One hit combined between both teams.
Yep.
And the 2-1 pitch. It's going to be taken in the dirt. It's going to be 3-1. I would not be too disappointed to see Wyatt come up here with him loaded. He just may clear him. A base hit right here would be fine too. 3-1 pitch here to Ustery. See if he can't come up with a big hit. Look how deep that third baseman is. It's going to be taken high. It's going to load the bases now for Wyatt Vincent with 2 outs. Bases loaded and a 1-run game. Wyatt's just a sophomore. He had 9 putouts last night. 9 putouts. I've never seen or heard of that in my life.
Yeah.
The first pitch to Wyatt is on the way, and it's going to be taken for a ball. Tell you what, a walk wouldn't be awful either. 2-run game might feel like a 10-run game. And the Eagles, it's never good when the bullpen's warming up and the ball keeps coming out on the field, is it?
Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's happened about 3 or 4 times.
Really?
They need to put that fence back up.
Yeah, put the fence back. We might have the same issue at home then. We put ours in there.
Yeah. Well, they got the big
the
batting
turtle.
cage
Yeah, the
behind.
turtle.
Yeah, the turtle. So.
I didn't know that's what that was called till the other day.
Yeah.
It's a great name for it.
1 ball, no strike pitch, and it's taken for a strike. It's going to run the count to 1-1. We got 2 outs here if the base is loaded. See if Wyatt can't do some damage.
We need him to do some damage.
Yep. And the pitch is going to be taken in dirt. That's a good block by the catcher. That was 2 feet outside.
Yeah,
And
I think
the coach says, I'm going to the
only one
mound.
he's missed was the one that advanced the runner second and third.
Coach
done
was
a
going
great
to the
job.
mound. I think he's just cold and he wanted to walk a
Yeah,
little.
that's right.
Get his blood flowing. The Eagles fans and Catholic fans look frozen.
Yep.
They're not moving. They're under about 12 blankets.
And then you've got Jishnu down there taking pictures in the dugout in shorts.
What is he? What's he
Shorts.
doing? What in the world?
Taking pictures in a hoodie and shorts.
Once again, I'm telling you, if you're White, you got to look something to hit right here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the bases are juiced. The coach is coming out saying, look, throw a stinking strike.
Yep.
So I'm going to say he's probably going to get something to hit here. 2 balls and 1 strike now with him loaded. Tell you what, a base hit would feel like you're up by about 15 runs.
That's exactly right.
2-1 pitch to White's on the way, and it's going to be a ball outside. It's going to be 3-1. He's in danger of walking in a run with Ryland Michelle on deck. Boy, I'd like to see him really get into one right here. 3-1 pitch is going to be fouled out of play. Be 3-2 now with 2 outs. Runner's going to be going on the windup. 3-2 pitch
You
now.
can make
2
some
outs.
good contact.
Yep. Here's the pitch. It's going
There
to be
it
grounded
is.
right at the
Oh,
shortstop.
man.
And he just about ran it out second. It's going to end the inning. Eagles
Second inning, the
leading.
Fighting Irish has got out of there.
They have. Going to the bottom half of the 6th, Eagles still lead 1-0. All right, here we go to the bottom of the 6th inning with Nixa leading 1-0. Catholic coming at bat.
Same pitcher out there?
Same pitcher for us. I'm trying to figure out who the batter is. I don't have
Number 20.
number 20 is now batting, which would be it's Jack Smith. That's the one that came in to pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike. Count is swung on a miss. Going to be 1-2.
Is the World Baseball Classic using the new bases, the bigger bases? Do you know?
That's a good question. I don't know. I haven't noticed it. I'm sure if Chairman McCoy's listening, the baseball guru, he can tell me
Yeah,
he
the
don't miss a
baseball
pitch.
guru.
He thinks that the World Baseball Classic's like the greatest thing ever. Well, like I said, from a Royals fan, I'm sure it is. I mean, what else
It's
you can
exciting
cheer?
games.
I mean, what are you going to cheer for in the rest of the season? You go to a Royals game. One thing about it, you could sit in the second row any night.
The fountains will go off.
The fountains will go off.
They look pretty.
I mean, you know they're going to lose, so you don't really get excited about the game. You're just there on a nice night. Next pitch is swung on miss. It's going to be a strikeout to lead this inning off.
I will say, though, I do like Kaufman. I am a fan of
It is a
Kaufman.
good – it's easy to get in and out,
Yep.
too. I agree.
But they're getting rid of it, supposedly, so.
Jeremy McCoy says he says no old bases. Does that mean they're using the old bases
yeah,
still?
they're using the old bases.
All right. I told you he would know.
Yep.
He's all into the World Baseball Classic. Like, he runs around school, they chant USA.
Surprised he doesn't have a hat
USA.
on.
We can't wear hats at school.
Oh, that's true.
If we could, he probably would. Next pitch is grounded up the middle. Good play by Caden Cloud for out number 2.
Up next, third baseman number 28.
Now, it's true. They do have dollar hot dog nights at the Royals games.
Yeah, that's true.
That is a big draw. Like, those nights will draw like 11,000 people. They really get the big crowd.
Yep. And only make $11,000.
It's about $50 to park.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
It costs more to do at a Springfield Cardinals game, though.
Brings in Ben Smith.
That poor parking lot gets more and more pricier
Springfield?
every year.
It's
Yes.
unbelievable. That's why you park over at one of the hotels
Yeah,
and
that's
you walk.
exactly right.
I know it says not to, but
Yep.
all I know is, of course, I've only been to a few games, but we go park over there. There's about 500 people doing the same thing I am. Something feels bad.
Yep. Hotel probably likes it. Looks like they're full.
Next pitch is taken off Jack's shoulder, and that hurt me from here.
Yep. You could tell it hurt him.
Yeah, it did. He's pretty tough, though. He's going to run the count to 2-1 now with 2 outs and nobody on.
Yeah, he took one off the mask last night, didn't he?
No, he didn't catch last night.
No.
DH.
It's been something else.
Ove caught last night. Next pitch is fouled off. Got all these Royals fans coming out after me now. I wish I could say, don't Google it. You name 5 players, and they can't do it. Now, they're going to say they can because they're going to Google it.
Yeah.
So I'll start getting some texts. But, that's going to be the first base hit for Catholic. It's in right center gap, and he is going to round first and head to second base. And that's a heck of a throw by a right fielder, but he's going to make it in safely. It's going to be a 2-out double. Breaks up the no-hitter for Catholic. The Eagles now are facing their first real threat of the day. It's going to bring in Coleman Morrison with 2 outs now and a man at second. That is the potential tying run. Jack Edwards is going to go to the mound. I don't know his pitch count, but I'm going to guess he's around 70-ish.
Yeah, probably.
And Coach Hughes is coming to the mound, and he is going to make a pitching change.
Is that another ball out in the field?
Yes. They've done it several times.
I have to lean all the way to see it. That's funny.
I think we've got a pitching change. Yep, we do.
Not too sure I want a pitching
Someone's
change.
come running in.
Looking down there.
What a great game by Gamble. Only gave up to 1 hit
Yep.
in 5 2/3. Still responsible for the man at second base.
Yeah, he had a great outing right there. Looked in control from the get-go.
Yeah.
He's a great kid, too. Oh, have you had him in class? No. Yeah, he's awesome.
Well, I mean, maybe. I'm not
yeah,
real good
true.
with
Yeah, that's true.
Not real good with names.
Well, granted, you only have about 60 of them per hour.
All right, we'll be right back after we figure out who's coming in for the Eagles and take a few warm-up tosses. Rylan Evans is coming to the game now for the Eagles with a man at second, 2 outs. And Eagles leading 1-0 in the bottom of the 6th. This is why the guys in majors get paid the big bucks to come in these situations and get outs. First pitch is taken high. I just got sent the standings for MLB spring training. And the Royals and Angels are leading, and the White Sox are 4th. Those are 3 of the 4 teams that will finish second or last in their division. Actually, Royals and White Sox are in the same division.
They'll battle it out for last.
Oh, jeez, they're terrible. Next pitch is taken for a ball. I'm telling you, these Royals fans live and breathe this World Baseball Classic and spring training, because as soon as the season starts, their season's over the second week of May. We're 9 games back. We just started.
Oh, man.
They do have Zach Greinke back.
Yeah.
And see, some of the Royals fans probably don't even know that.
Yep.
And their closer, which he'll never get to pitch because they're never ahead, is Chapman.
Yep.
Maybe he can pitch us some of the games. They're not getting beat too bad. Those 2 guys are combined like age 90. 2 balls and 1 strike now with a runner at second. That is the potential tying run. See if the Eagles
Who'd
can't
they
get
get
out.
for their manager? I can't even think of it now.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know. Next pitch is going to be fouled out of play. I think they brought back Buddy Bell. I don't know. We'll see if McCoy knows.
Yeah, McCoy will text us.
My dad says quit bashing the Royals. They don't even know their coach. They're going to Google it.
Yep.
I'm telling you, they don't know who the manager is. The coach. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, that is the coach, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's going to be off Jack's glove. It's going to get away. It's going to move the runner up to third now with 2 outs. Puts a little bit more pressure on this 3-2 pitch. Spiking one in the dirt, one getting past you. Got to keep the ball in front here.
Yeah, for as many base runners we've had, it's still just 1 run, and that's
It was only 2 total hits.
2 total hits, yeah. There's still a guy
And
on third. We're going to
3-2 pitch. It's going to be swung on and just foul tipped. Stay alive. I was afraid for a second he swung and missed, and the ball was going to get past him, but it was just tipped. If I lived close to Busch Stadium, I'm not sure I wouldn't buy some type of season tickets. I love it.
Nope, I
absolutely
agree.
love it.
I would too. That's why I'm working for the Cardinals. I love watching.
Oh, you said you are working for the car?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
and a 3-2 pitch.
For Springfield, I am.
Gotcha.
Yep.
It's going to be taken
It's
inside
awesome.
for a ball. It's going to be first and third now with 2 outs.
Now batting pitcher number 25, Logan Ripper.
Yeah, I'm really spoiled because I get to sit up in the press box. It's air conditioned, and it might be 90 degrees out there, but
Oh,
I just sit back and watch.
yeah. That's their manager. I can guarantee not one person knew that. And I'm not even going to try to say his name. His first name's Matt.
First name's Matt. We'll just go with Matt.
I don't have a clue.
Matt
Sure,
Q.
he's a good guy.
Matt Q.
Well, we got first and third now. Let's see if Catholic has anything up their sleeve here.
McCoy took a little longer to respond on that one.
Yeah, because he Googled it. I'm telling you. Or he said if texted his friends.
Yep.
It's going to be line down left field line. Tell you what, third base coach tried to catch that. That ball might have broke his hand.
That's exactly right.
This is Logan Ripper at the plate. This is one of these situations I don't know. I guess as a parent, it's stressful if your kid's batting or pitching here. So it's first and third with 2 outs. Eagles lead 1-0. And the 0-1 pitch is on the way, and it's taken just a little bit high for a ball. They say he's Tampa Bay's bench coach, so I'm not sure who told him that information. But as if I know I call you the baseball guru. He don't know that much. The 1-1 pitch is on the way, and it's swung and missed. That's going to be run the count to 1-2 here. This would be a big out for the Eagles to get out of this inning. Once again, Catholic has threatened about the last – no, I'm sorry. We were the ones threatened last few innings.
Yep.
Catholic hasn't threatened very much in this game. But
I think that might be their first runner on third, isn't it?
yeah, they had a guy at second in the first or second inning. I think but other than that, it's 1-2 count here with 2 outs. Coach Hughes is bringing in the right fielder a little bit. Comes set, and here comes the 1-2 pitch. It's going to be swung on and popped up back here to us.
Dear goodness. I'm sure he's quality then. If
Tell these Royals fans, there's a lot of them, I guess,
Yep.
getting texts from them. 1-2 pitch is on the way, and it's in the dirt. It's a good block by Jack. Keep the runner at third.
they're all consultants too.
Coach Wickwire and I always wonder why the Chiefs don't ever consult us with some of their decisions, but we felt like we're a part of the team, but obviously the feeling's not mutual.
Yep.
2 balls and 2 strikes here.
Well, they're neighbors. They consult with everybody apparently.
Swung on, foul straight back. He was right on that pitch. He's had a couple good hacks at it here. Jack looks at Coach Hughes for the sign.
Are baseball coaches good at head and shoulders, knees and toes when they're little? All the touching they do.
The 2-2 pitch. Big pitch right here.
Starting
on
out
the
with my
way.
son, and
It's
a
what?
struggle.
And it gets by Jack, and he's going to try to come home, and he is going to be safe at the plate. That was very unusual.
Yes, it was.
So Jack blocked. The ball was in the dirt. Jack blocked it. It went out in front of him. The catcher just took, or the guy at third just took off running, got a great jump. The pitcher actually got it, dove to get him, and just missed him. The ball come out of his glove. It's really a great play by Jack to keep that ball in
Yep.
front. I mean, that ball didn't get away from him 5 feet. That was a great piece of running from the runner at third base, because most times you're not running on that one. That's just. I think that's one of those you just chalk up to good base running, because Jack did a great job of keeping that ball in front. So that ties the game at 1-1. It's still 3 balls and 2 strikes here with 2 outs and a runner at second. Base hit could potentially give Catholic the lead. Here's the pitch. It's going to be in the dirt once again. Jack blocks it again. The runner's still going to go to third. Probably good he held on to that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of those you're throwing to left field.
Yep.
It's going to be first and third now. Brings up Jack Shane. He reached on an error, flat out to center field. Catholic.
Coach is out of the.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to get a pinch runner or pinch hitter, or he's looking for something. Got some kid over here running stairs. Maybe he's
someone
just
to come out.
getting loose. Looks like going to have a pinch runner. He's got first.
Is that number 12?
I can't tell.
It is number
Coach
12,
Hughes
yep.
is coming to the
Number 12.
mound. Running is Clayton Stulsatz, something like that. Sorry if I butchered your name, but Clayton.
Clayton. He went all the way to
Well,
first just to
he
run
has-
all the way back to third.
Well, he has 2 numbers, so I think that's Clayton. But
No one else has number 12 anyway.
yeah. So Coach Hughes is out at the mound, talking it over here. We got first and third here. Still need to keep this a 1-1 game. Boy, these fans sticking this out. I'm telling you, it's cold.
Yeah, it's getting colder. I can feel it from the draft here. It's either getting windier or colder.
Could you close that a little? It's only about 70 degrees in here.
What?
I feel bad even saying anything. What's the soccer score? Catholic
That's a
and
good question. It
Nixa
was
are playing
1-0
soccer
at
as well.
halftime. I haven't looked in a while.
All right, here's the first pitch with first and third. Catholic and runners going to second, and Eagles just going to hang on to the ball here. So up to bat is number 11, Jack Schoen.
1-0 with about 17 minutes left.
So one of the stats in soccer, like shots on goal,
Shots on goal, yep, and just shots.
because that really kind of tells who dominated the game. I mean,
Most of the time.
yeah, I mean, I don't mean who won.
Yeah,
but yeah.
yeah, definitely.
Sometimes it only takes
Dominating.
one shot on goal to win. But so now it's second and third, 2 outs. Next pitch is high. It's going to run the count to 2-0. On deck is Hans Kaiser. Catholic leads Nixa soccer 1-0, and Catholic and Nixa are tied up here at baseball 1-1. Next pitch is taken down and away to run the count to 3-0. Still got a base open at first.
That's McMillan who texts us there. You think he's in the press box? He's supervising overhead.
Well, first off, if he's not, he's crazy.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a smart guy. He's also my evaluator, so I think he's a smart guy.
He's a former business teacher.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Yeah, you don't even know what that is.
What's that supposed? I mean, why you say that like it's because you're a business teacher.
Yeah.
I got it now.
Yeah.
He's my favorite administrator.
Yeah, I imagine. It's not McCoy.
No, he's not my evaluator. It's McMillan. McMillan's in my top 5.
Top 5.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, we have 5, right?
Yeah, that's
right.
right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we got so many we don't even know.
All right, it's going to be a 3-1 walk here. We're going to have the bases loaded now, and Coach Hughes is coming out to make another pitching change.
Depends if you count the athletic directors. Then we got more than that.
We'll take a little break here and figure out who's coming in just a second. Well, back in action here. Alex Thomason come in to the game here with the bases loaded and 2 outs in a 1-run game in the bottom of the 6th. Pressure-packed situation here for Alex. Up to bat is Hans Kaiser. And the first pitch is on the way, and it's fouled out of play. He was ready to hack. There's a big old gap in left center. Wyatt in center, he's shaded to right, and Ryland's a little bit shaded to left. Line is tad. Got ahead with the first pitch strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It swung on, fouled straight back. He was right on that one.
Last inning took, 3 minutes?
Yeah.
This one's about 30.
30. And the 0-2 pitch is, batter's going to step out. And comes set for the 0-2 pitch. It's going to be in the dirt. Good block by Jack to save a run. Those major league catchers are unbelievable when they do that. I mean, it's crazy.
That's about 10 to 15 mile an hour faster. That's crazy.
Unbelievable. So here's the 1-2 pitch now with
Moving
base
all
loaded.
over.
2 outs. It's going to be in the dirt once again. Good block by Jack again. It's going to run to 2-2. Now, I will say, as much as I've been ripped on the Royals, they do have a really good catcher.
Oh, yeah.
Salvador Perez is one guy that most Royals fans know.
They would definitely know him.
Not sure he's yachty, but he's
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, he's good.
And now the 2-2 pitch. Need a big pitch right here. It's on the way. It's going to be fouled not out of play, but it's fouled to the dugout. Got some stirring in the Eagles bullpen again.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll see another Yachty. I'm telling you, he was
Pretty
impressive.
good. And now the 2-2 pitch is on the way. It's going to be a swing and a miss for a huge strikeout for Alex, which leads the bases loaded. We're going to go to the top of the seventh inning, score tied 1-1. All right, here we go at the top of the seventh inning. The score tied at 1 apiece. Rylan Michelle is going to lead off here in the top of the seventh. Be nice to get Rylan on, get some speed on the bases. The first pitch is behind Rylan. Just a bit outside.
Just a little bit.
You know what? If you're going to throw a ball, you might as well really throw a ball. It was such a slow pitch curveball, you almost want to jump into it.
Mm-hmm.
Next pitch is ground to the third baseman. It is fielded, and he's going to be out at first base on the putout.
Up next, shortstop, number 3, Caden Wild.
That's
Caden-
also a longer throw than you realize from third to
Yes.
first.
Yes, and Rylan can really run,
Yep,
too.
uh-huh.
It's going to bring up some power next to Caden Cloud and followed by Jack Edwards. Now there's one out and nobody on base.
Still 1-0 with 7.5 minutes for the girls.
Soccer 1-0.
Soccer team.
Can't let Catholic beat us in both.
Nope. Especially, well, it's a 1-1 here.
Yep.
Both are low scoring.
And the 1-0 pitch to Caden is swung on and missed. This kid's come in and done very well for Catholic, throwing strikes. And the 1-1 pitch is on the way. It's going to be taken for a strike on the outer half. It's going to be 1-2. Boy, that's a good pitch there, because even if you put that one in play, you're not going to do much with it, but maybe hit it to the right side for a base hit or roll over and hit the left side for a ground out. The 1-2 pitch with 1 out's on the way, and it's grounded to the second baseman. Stays down on it, throws to first for the out. It's going to be 2 up and 2 down.
Up next, your catcher, number 17,
41 degrees outside.
What's the wind chill?
Feels like 34.
Temperature up here is what? What would you guess?
So, well, because of this, it's probably 64 on my side. It's probably 68 on yours.
Or whatever. It's at least 30 degrees warmer out there.
Yeah, I don't have my jacket on anyway. I think I'm doing all right.
I think I have an eating disorder. Like I just ate, and I'm already hungry again.
Yeah. Did you have Quiznos?
I did. Can't give free advertising.
Oh, sorry.
You should
sorry.
know that.
That's right.
I didn't say it. I almost said it earlier.
Trisha get mad at me.
There's another place I like to go. Everyone knows me knows
Yeah,
where that is.
It's so funny to listen to your girls' tennis.
Oh, there's a ground ball up the middle for a base hit for Jack. And I'm going to guess before he even gets there, we're going to have a pinch runner.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it'll be a courtesy runner anyway. Never mind.
First baseman, number 16, Tanner Grant.
It's going to bring up Tanner Grant.
Pinch running, number 1,
Josiah Jenkins is courtesy runner for Jack. So we've got 2 outs here. See if we can't do some running. What'd you say about tennis?
Your girls' tennis. It's so funny.
Oh,
Listen to
complain
that,
about
'cause
where
they
we-
know where they're going to eat every time.
They don't even, I mean, they just know.
Yep.
It's never like, hey, where are we going?
Yep.
He throws to first.
They're like, it's every time.
We went to somewhere different, actually. We went to up in Liberty and quarterfinals of Blade.
Yep.
So we splurged.
Uh-oh.
The first pitch is a strike. See if see if we can't get some running going here and get something in a gap.
They're always like, we can always go somewhere better, but that's where we go. And I said, I can tell you exactly why.
Coaches eat free. Is that what you're
That's-
saying?
yeah.
You're saying I'm a tightwad?
I tell them that.
Actually, I love the food. People make fun of me all the
Yeah.
time. My wife hates it. Hates that place. And she'll probably text me in a second and say, yeah, I hate it. Next pitch is taken outside, 2-1.
hate it and take out the trash.
Yeah, she woke up. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning.
That's awesome.
I'm serious.
Good.
Said, it's trash night. It was full. We need to take out the
Yep.
trash.
Uh-huh.
The 2-1 pitch is taken for a strike. It's going to run it to 1-2. Sorry, it's going to run the count to 2-2. I can see Josiah take out here. And the pitch is going to be taken up for a ball. He's going to be running here on the 3-2 pitch with 2 outs. Tell you what, something in the gap here, and he'll score for sure now that he can take off. He can really run. And the pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. It's going to end the inning. We're going to the bottom of the 7th with the score tied 1-1. Here we go to the bottom of the 7th. 1 run wins it for Catholic. It's 1-all. And the first pitch is taken down for a ball.
This might be go ahead.
At the bat is number 16, Nick Reuter.
This might be the last game Tony Hill wants to do at Nixa.
Yeah.
If he keeps going like this.
Next pitch is grounded to Caden Cloud at shortstop. Up, over, and that's a great pickup by the first baseman. That ball was short hopped. It's a really good play.
Not pickoffs, picks there.
Number 14, Cole Shane is up to bat. We should give a shout out to our 3-sport manager, Nate Cummings, who got hit with the bat the other night, 7 stitches. But did he miss a game? Nope.
Did not.
He was here last night, and he's here
didn't.
tonight.
I'm not even sure he missed a practice, did he? He was at practice on Sunday anyway.
I believe it. He don't miss for anything. He does football, and he's helped us in basketball last several years, and helped
Since
start
he's been
helping.
there.
Yeah, start helping with
my freshman,
Yeah.
so 4 years, I guess. Oh, 4 years.
He's
He
a
helped me out
legend.
freshman year.
He is a legend. Jack Smith is on deck. He's pitched extremely well. I don't know how many innings he's thrown, but probably about 3. Like I said, I don't know. I know he's younger. I'm not sure if he's freshman or sophomore. I've been told both, but he's pitching well. Somebody also said he's the brother of the first pitcher, Ben Smith. I don't know any of that to be facts, so if I'm wrong, I apologize. The 2-1 pitch is on the way. It is down. It's going to run the count to 3-1. Do we have a soccer score anymore?
Oh, look. Jody Pyle whisked out. She went home after the 4th inning.
I don't
She
blame
said,
her.
I know it. She's over here texting me.
3-1 pitch is taken inside. That's going to be a 1-out walk. It's going to bring in Jack Smith, who, like I said, he's come in and thrown extremely well.
Looks like the final is Nixa 0, Catholic 1.
Catholic won 1-0 in soccer.
Yep.
But how many offsides were called? That's a stat I want to know.
That's right.
Like, what stats do you keep in soccer? Seriously. I don't know. I mean, like, touches? Like,
Well, big time, they've got it all. Every single touch you
So what do you
have.
do in high school? Like, what
high
do you-
school, it's typically like assists, goals, obviously, shots.
So do you have?
Sometimes you do like 50-50 possessions, depending on the coach. There's a few coaches
He
that
turns
do.
around to bunt. He's going to bunt it and fouls it straight back. So
Does some like individual stats, but nothing.
Turnovers. There's
Yeah.
not really. Is there a turnover?
There is a turnover, yeah.
Like if I kick it and they steal it, do you count that as like turnover, like
Yeah.
in basketball?
Yep.
Well, there's like 500 of
Yeah.
them. They turn over every
can,
possession
yeah.
if you don't score. Or what if you kick it out of bounds? Is that a turnover?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If
So
it's-
then, so
He
he
could-
scores
I mean,
the
it
bunt
doesn't
again, and that's a
necessarily-
good one. And that is going to be picked up by Mabe. He's going to throw to first for the out. That's a good play. It's going to be 2 outs now. It's going to put the potential winning run at second base.
there was no one at third base either.
There were no offsides tonight.
No offside.
Just got a
Look at
text.
that. Probably because the ARs were too cold to raise their flag.
The what?
The assistant referees, the one with the flags.
They're called assistant referees?
ARs, yeah.
So the guy in the middle is the head referee?
Yep,
Is he called a HR?
No, he's just head official.
HO?
HO. Yeah, so.
And then you got an assistant referee?
Usually it's just R and AR.
Huh. Well, I'm learning something new. The potential winning run is the second base now with 2 outs and a 1-run game here in the bottom of the 7th. The first pitch is taken for a strike. Up to bat is the leadoff hitter, Ben Reuter. He's got a couple ground outs and a walk. It's good to get ahead here, 0-1. Next pitch is on the way. It's taken in the dirt. Going to run the count to 1-1. Mr. McCoy, something else. Oh, these Royals fans, World Series is the night. That's all.
right.
World Baseball Classic. He's mouthing me.
World Baseball Classic and Nixa Baseball.
1-1 pitch is taken for a strike. It's going to run the count to 1-2. Boy, that's a good one on the inner half. Tell you what, that's one if you swing at, you're going to get a serious jam job.
Oh,
That
yeah.
wouldn't feel good. if you're an infielder for the Eagles, you got to be thinking, in ground ball, you got to at least keep it on the infield, worst case scenario. Can't let it get by you. The game will be over. Next pitch is on the way. Curveball, and it's hitting line drive to center field, and it is right at Wyatt Vincent. That ball was hit. That's one of the hardest hit balls of the day. It's going to end the inning. We're going to go extras going to the top of the 8th. Nixa Catholic tied 1-1. Here we go to the top of the 8th inning. Extra innings for the second night in a row. And number 15, Oaf, is up to bat to lead off here in the 8th. He swings, grounds it up to the shortstop. It's going to be an out. I was going to say grounded up the middle, but it hit the mound and it kicked left right to the shortstop. So,
Who hit that last one for Catholic? Do you remember?
Of course, it's the one I don't write down.
All right.
It would have to be, I think it's this one, but I'm not 100% sure. I think it's number 14.
14?
I'm not sure. Next pitch is going to be lined right at the second baseman. That was Broden May, but it's going to be 2 outs.
This is a new pitcher, too, isn't it? 14?
Yep. And got a new batter. Josiah Jenkins is going to pinch hit for Buckner with 2 outs and nobody on. We can get him on, see if we can't get him still at base. Well, Catholic's got a lot of good pitchers.
Mm-hmm. That'll make you successful for sure.
I'm getting hungry now that we start talking about
I was thinking the same thing.
I already eaten once. I don't need to eat again. That's a ground ball up the middle.
Oh,
The pitcher's
man.
going to snag that. He's going to run it to first and toss it to the first baseman. And that's 3 outs in about, 5 or 6 pitches?
Yep.
So we're going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Score still tied 1 apiece. That last batter was Ben. This is the other Ben. This is Ben Smith, number
Ben and
28,
Ben.
leading off for Catholic in the bottom of the 8th inning. The first pitch is going to be taken for a strike. Both these teams have a lot of really good pitchers. You know, we're a little bit disadvantaged. Like I said, we threw, I think, 5 pitchers last night or something like that. It was a bunch.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
It went, I don't know, what would we go, 9 or 10 innings?
9 innings.
9. So there's no telling how many balls Jack has had to block tonight.
Yep.
I bet that's
Both
10
catchers.
of them. Yeah, it hurts me every time.
Yep.
I figured this would be a good game. Both teams going to be really good this year.
Yeah, and you got the turf, too, that's going to skip off the wet. They've had to work
And
out.
that pitch is going to be lined over the second baseman's head, just barely. It's going to be a leadoff base hit. Brings out number 33, Coleman Morrison. He's got a strikeout, ground out, and a walk. Be curious to see. Of course, you're number 3 hitter. I doubt you're bunting. Let's see if they do any running. Joseph's coach is giving some signs, which means sometimes nothing.
Yep.
Now Jack is giving signs. Signs everywhere. It's a
It's on
good,
you, head and shoulders, knees and toes.
that's a good-sized kid hitting here. I'd say
Yeah,
if
he
he gets
is.
a hold of one. Once again, Wyatt's shaded over towards the right just a little bit. It's a huge gap out there in left center. If it goes to the wall there, that'll finish it. First pitch is going to stay inside. That's a bright bat.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking that same thing.
You could turn the lights out and see that thing. Bright orange.
Glow in the dark. Is that what this switch does over here?
Yeah. The 1-0 pitch is on the way. It's going to be a strike. It's going to run the count to 1-1.
You think he went all the way around on that?
No,
I didn't think so either.
I didn't either. He pointed at him like he did.
Yeah, I know.
I know. I was going to say something I didn't, but I don't know. Maybe we don't have a good angle.
Maybe.
Nobody really flinched, so
Everyone's too cold down there to know.
yeah. He's got a good lead, and he's going. The 1-1 pitch is taken for a strike, and he's going to steal that one easy. Picked a good one to run on as a curveball, and has a good job of the batter to not swing at that pitch.
Yep.
Because he wanted that one, but he had such a good jump. He stole that on the pitcher. So now we got a guy at second and no outs. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the 3-hole hitter Coleman Morrison. And on deck is Logan Ripper, the number 4 hitter. Got a pretty short lead at second. And it is just a little bit down to run the count to 2-2. See if we can get out of this jam. And the 2-2 pitch. It's on the way. It's taken outside for a ball. You know, obviously you don't want to walk in with 2 strikes, but a walk would not be the end of the world.
Nope.
If the base open at first, sets up double play. Not that you're trying to put him on by any means, but you don't have to give in for sure. Gets his sign on a 3-2 pitch here with nobody out. Man at second. It's on his way, and it's grounded to the third base coach for Catholic. Makes a good play. Been a total of 2 runs and a total of 4 hits and a total of 1 error between both teams. So it's been a cleanly played game as far as in the field. I don't remember our error, actually. Oh, yeah, I do. And the 3-2 pitch is on the way, and it's fouled back. It was the one at first.
First, yeah, that's what I was going to say.
That was a pretty good pitch there. I got in on him. He wouldn't have done much with that one. And he comes set on the 3-2 pitch. Potential winning run is at second base, and the pitch is on the way, and it's going to be fly down the right field lines in foul territory, and what a great effort. Great effort by Tanner Grant. Dove and just missed it. He ran, how far did he run there? He ran long ways.
Yeah, quite.
That's a
Quite a
great
ways.
effort. Just kind of one of those in the Bermuda Triangle. Just couldn't quite get to it, but it wasn't for lack of trying.
That's probably, what, 30, 35 yards.
He went a ways. Back at it here on a 3-2 pitch. Potential winning run at second base here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And the runner is going. And he steals it easy. The ball just gets away from Jack.
And
He didn't have that great of a jump either. If Jack catches that, I'm not sure you don't throw him out. But anyway, we got first and third, nobody out here. Potential winning run is at third base. Let's see if they decide to play it safe here. Or, of course, the infield's in for the Eagles. You don't have a choice at this point. Got to cut down that run at home. And the first pitch is on the way. And it's grounded to third. And it's coming home. And that's going to be the ball game. Ball just got dropped. Hit it to the third baseman, third home, and couldn't quite catch it and get the tag on him. That's why you run. That's why you put the contact play on. Puts pressure on the defense.
Yep.
It's a well-played game. I know it's a tough loss. One of the teams has to lose that one. The Eagles are going to lose this one 2-1 in 8 innings. There was a total of 3 runs, 4 hits, and now 2 errors on the game. And I know it's a tough loss, but both teams pitched and really played very good defense.
Yep.
Eagles are going to go to 2-1 on the season.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Didn't take advantage of the base runners. Obviously, for Nixa having bases loaded there a couple innings in a row and could not get them to get on to home plate.
Well, I know the Eagles play Saturday.
Yep.
Not sure what they have the rest of the week.
They got a doubleheader Saturday, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure.
That's all they've got the rest of the week. 2 home games on Saturday. It's supposed to be pretty nice, I think, on Saturday as well. So
Supposed to be. The Eagles are in good shape. Tough loss. Catholic takes this one 2-1. Unless you've got anything else to say.
I don't. We got SpongeBob Thursday, Friday, Saturday at the Atos Center. That's nothing worth streaming, but we were welcome to come out. And, yeah, we don't – let's see. We got girls soccer at home on Friday as well. Other than that, we got a couple days off here. So
Look who's just joined us.
I know. He texted
legend.
me earlier. He said,
Brady
bad game to come
Retone.
to.
The man.
Ryan Retone's in the house.
All righty, I'm done jabbering unless
Yeah, me too. I am too.
All right, thanks. The Eagles lose this one 2-1 and drop to 2-1 on the season. JV game coming up.